Hope y'all are doing well. We are gonna be back here. Brand new GT7 update, Spec 3. Big deal. So obviously, figured I should do something about it. So we're gonna be here, mainly back at Daily B. Most importantly, hate to say it, I will skip this trailer. But I mean, how long is it? I'll actually leave this, I'll leave the trailer up, I guess. Get myself set up here. If it wants to play, I don't even know if the trailer's gonna play. Yeah, it doesn't want to work, but... Look at that, I already collected level 70, so, that's fun. Well, that's something. That's pretty cool. Cool looking intro there. Be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. So, I think leaderboards are reset for Daily Race B, and before looking at it, I'm just going to assume the brand new 296 GT3 is going to be the meta, because it's probably, like, insanely buffed right now. Check the leaderboards. Times are still up. And I don't actually see a 296 here. What is this? Where's the car? Is that like a glitch? Like, did he use it to, no, because the 296 is actually just outside of the top 50 to another one in 60th. So it can't be the 296. It's really confusing. Alright, we have 3 296s in the top 100 now. Are those new tires? That's actually really cool. I don't know if they've always been Dunlop, but they look different now. I've also significantly fallen back. Not even top 1,000 anymore, so I'm gonna work towards that. I'm just gonna hop in the M6 here. I completely forgot there is a new data logger. RS, welcome and priest on by. Yeah, I didn't know what the old one was. So, I'm assuming these are the new top times that have used a data logger. If Seba uploads his time, which I'm really hoping he does, Or if I can, I don't even know. Like, I mean, I assume you have to upload a replay to have a data logger, but like if Seba uploads like a 56 flat or something on the data logger, I'd love to check that out. So, like I said, I'm just going to get some quick shakedown laps on the M6. Make sure I'm warmed up at the pace I should be, and then we'll hop over to the 296. Yeah, that's what I've heard so far. It's better than the previous 458, and that it's pretty good, other than first gear. But you know, I've never used first gear in Group 3 anyway. Turn down force feedback. Put like 7. And I'm actually so happy they added this. If you look in the little delta, like right above the virtual, I don't even know what you want to call it, like a virtual dash. It finally, now it's fully highlighted in red or blue, and I never even knew that was a thing until I used bumper cam for a single qualifying. I noticed that, and you know, I started to wish they had that on hood cam. Finally added that. Did they have that on all? Yeah, they have that on all cams. Alright, no worries. Take care, RS. Yeah, I mean, I'll do a final lap, restart, do one more lap, and then hop into the 296. I'm on pretty decent pace. That was a bad exit. It'll probably be like a 102 for this, for the first two sectors. Yeah. So, I mean, it'll probably still be a 56 if I, hold together the lap, but, yeah, it won't be a great time. So, replay. I also really like this feature, because now I can watch a replay without having to back out of a race. I don't know, small things like that it make me really happy in this kind of update. Anyways, let's get the 296. They do still have the 458 in game, which shouldn't surprise me. After all, it is, they keep the older versions of other cars. You know, we still have, I'm trying to think, like, we have both Aston Martins. We have, like, 3 years worth of AMGs. Where is the 296? Am I missing it? I don't see the 296 anywhere. Do I really have to go buy it? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to drop 1.2 million credits, which doesn't excite me, but I don't know why I'm not allowed to rent it, or why it's not in the options. Maybe I have to wait a little longer. Alright. I'm now the proud owner of a 296 GT3 car. 1.2 million credits. Insane. I'm gonna go ahead put a livery on it. I assume someone has made liveries for it. There's 13 pages worth of liveries. This car came out 13 hours ago, and we have 13 pages of liveries. Good looking, is that even I was about to say that's a AlphaTauri, but it's not. I might just take that one. Yeah, I'll take that. Not a bad looking livery. You know what? Josh Moment made one. I'll take one from him actually. Yeah. One thing I'll do is change the wheels, but maybe I should have went with a different wheel design, but whatever. Alright, I'm assuming it comes on hard tires. I think all Group 3s do, so. By, all 3 sets of tires. Alright, let's get qualifying. See what I can do. Looking for a low 56 if I can get there. Actually, do any of the current 296s on the leaderboard have a replay? No, I don't think so. So okay, that's another few more 296s. Yeah, I don't see a replay from any of them. Yeah, none of them have a replay. We're just following M6. Ooh, this is very tall geared. Sounds great, I'll say that. Sounds great. It feels very planted. Feels pretty similar to the 458 so far. I have to brake a little bit more for that hairpin. Carried too much exit speed. Or I get on the throttle later, one of the two. Lums, welcome in, trees and I hope you're well. I appreciate that. That felt really weird. I don't know if that's simply how it's tuned by default, but saving that spin felt like I was saving it with TC on. This is the brand new 296 GT3 car that was in Spec 3. I really would want to check its downforce settings because it is so much more planted than the M6. I'll be honest, it might be the most planted car I've driven in Gran Turismo, like in the GT3 class. It like I can fully power out of. Oh yeah, it costs 1.2 million. It's it cost a pretty penny. What am I checking here? 400 and 600. That really does sound wrong. Like it's hard to, yeah, Spec 3 is free but it comes out with a, the Power Pack DLC, which you can buy, but Spec 3 itself is free. But if you buy the Power Pack, it's, I believe you're Canadian lums, so it's $30 Canadian, I think. And it's 50 races, 6 cars, and 5 million credits. And it comes with 24-hour races. I think it comes with something else too, but yeah, the Power Pack is, from what I've seen, it's a pretty decent DLC. At least what I've heard. I haven't seen anyone, I haven't seen gameplay with it yet, other than like the trailer. But, like I was talking about the 296, it almost feels like a BRZ that doesn't lose traction. You know, very high downforce, but it almost like it has less power, you know? I don't have that sensation of the rear kicking out like I do in the BRZ. Alright, no worries, Lumps. Good seeing you. Take care. Have a good one. I think I just need to drive the car, honestly. I feel like I'm trying to force the oversteer, which is the same thing I do when I drive the 458. I think I need to play into this car's strong suits and just drive it. Pretty bad spin there. I literally just did that from outbraking myself. And I'm gonna save this one for the weekend. I don't think I can. I don't think I can get this down in this short of time. What I do want to try out is data logger. I want to hop to the M6, see if I can get a respectable time. I don't know, maybe a. Like a 56.4, somewhere in the very low 56s. Download that replay, get it saved, and then try out the data logger. M6 feels weird now. That Ferrari was like so planted.
I'm taking a break. Ran some of the 90s Civic races in the new pack. The new Sophie 3.0 is interesting to drive against.
I forgot about the new Sophie. How how is that? Is it better? Also, how aggressive are are they as aggressive as the Sophie 2.0 who they ram you off the road and stuff? I mean, that sounds pretty realistic, to be fair. I haven't driven, the only AI races I do are, like, the regular ones. I haven't driven against Sophie that much. But even whenever I have it, I feel like it is a pretty good tool. You know, whether or not it improves my driving, I have no clue, but, you know, it's a friendly competition. And that's great, honestly. Sometimes, most of the times, I would much rather race against AI than online. Especially some of the drivers, I don't know. I didn't think that would be a 45 or a 46.4. Let me do one more lap. Interesting, a 0.5 flat, okay. I was insane. I lost like 2/10 in the final sector. Either way, I'm gonna save that 46.4 and check out the data logger. Save best replay. Okay. Okay, this is cool. Now, I am incredibly confused to say the least here. I'm gonna go to this view. Wait, no. Guidance, yes. Okay. Now I'm gonna assume the squiggly lines there are braking. And then the dotteds are coasting. Who knows? I'm just gonna base my guess off that. Trying to review my replay here. I'd imagine you probably trail brake into that turn a little more than I did there.
Wonder if you can overlay an ideal line.
You can. I can. I didn't load a time. Let me do that real quick. I'll load a replay so you can you guys can see a comparison. But yeah, all right. I can check this out. Okay, so essentially a little bit more braking. So they're gonna coast slightly longer T1, a little more inside. We're very similar on the exits. So he's gonna. I mean, we are somewhat similar through Sector 1. Obviously, I'm 8/10 behind by now, but
That's cool.
you know, same line to a degree. He's gonna be a little wider there through that right-hander, which I don't know. I'm a little scared. I've seen replays that do and don't take that wider line, so I'm not sure. I don't really think it benefits too much. It depends on your exit speed. Okay, so he's gonna coast longer and then get on the throttle earlier, I think. I'm not too sure exactly what I saw there. I think I'm gonna overlay his replay instead of mine just to see his inputs better, but mainly okay, so he breaks way longer.
What this is telling you, it can be beneficial, apparently.
Yeah. How do I go back? Okay, there we go. This is really good. This is a corner where I lose a lot of time. So he's gonna. Can I pause? Yeah, I can. He not only brakes longer, he coasts after he brakes, and gets on the throttle, which is really good to see. Cause honestly I wasn't 100% sure.
Braking longer, but not as hard.
Yeah, that would make sense. And that wouldn't surprise me either because he probably the rotation I think you get through that turn, really you don't need it too much. Like I think I might be forcing a little rotation out of it, which I don't really want to do. Just yeah, start finish straight. I want to go ahead and stop this. I did not mean. How do I clear? Is there a way to clear the replay?
This is pretty brilliant.
It really is. I'm like so happy they added this, to be fair. This is so cool. You can actually see the stats of the vehicle. That is so cool. To be able to see the stats, wow. I actually really like that. Especially for like tuning races. Okay, I'm gonna exit this and then come back in. Because I want to like only watch a replay of them. Am I not able to do that? I think I might just have to, I'm gonna overlay it like that. Yeah, there we go. So, he's gonna brake, coast into there. So he coasts for, he's pretty much done braking before that inside of the corner turns. He's coasting halfway on the egg. Actually, is there a way to see? So I don't know exactly how this works here, but
I gotta eat and probably chill for a bit before I get back on. Got some more racing and Ferrari practice to do.
yeah, I've road crashed as well, honestly. But hey, take care, RS. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't know how loud that was. Actually, I hate my microphone stand. But yeah, take care. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one. Yeah. Hopefully you get the Ferrari down faster than I did because I can barely drive that thing. You know, I can get it done, but I can't get it done too fast. So he doesn't brake at all for that turn. That's all simply coasting.
Cheers, dude. I'll see ya.
The only thing that would make this more helpful if it showed like the braking markers, because I have no clue where he's braking. I just know that my only way is by determining looking relative to the corner. Because I don't. Do they have a scale like how big those boxes are? They might be like 100 meters each, which would make sense. If they are 100 meters each, I can check its breaking point for this. No way they're 100 meters each. If they are, he is braking at least at the 150 board, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that is how far back the 50 meter board is. But either way, mainly, especially that final turn, that's what's going to help me a lot. Try. Wesley, welcome in. Appreciate you're doing well. Wesley, have you done anything with the new update yet? So far, I haven't done any of the tracks, because I really just want to do daily B. I don't really feel like, probably, I don't know, Sunday will be my Spec 3 day, but the 296, from what I've raced with it, I only have experience on, Maggiore, but it is essentially, a BRZ that doesn't have wheel spin. I don't know why. It is like insanely planted. And it doesn't have like crazy high downforce numbers. It's 400 and 600, but like it is incredibly planted. I would imagine that if Willow Springs becomes a daily anytime soon, Ferrari will probably be the meta there. Or it might be close to the BRZ. Leslie, the one thing I will say that's notable about the update, I'm assuming it didn't bring any BOP changes, but it didn't reset the leaderboard, at least for Daily B, which means I'm assuming there's pretty much no major changes. There's a new tire sponsor and some other stuff, but like it doesn't seem like they've made any big changes to BOP or the 296 to reset the leaderboard for the update. that's a bad mistake. Yeah, the only thing that I've noticed different is that they added the colored on the the Delta. The whole thing's blue and the whole thing's red, and they added that on every camera mode. Before that was only bumper cam. That's that and the data logger, but I don't know if the data logger's in single player, but that's the only things I think so far that I've noticed that's new for multiplayer. Alright, clearly I'm still doing something wrong. But I should have checked what my optimal was. We should have time. I assume there's a race at some point. Let's see if I can enter into one. 7 minutes. Who all is online right now? Typically I do this, but I didn't do it today. Check who all is streaming. Papa's House of Games is. Yeah, so I don't see anybody else right now on Daily Beast, so it might be kind of empty. Might be racing with A pluses, but it is what it is. I haven't got the DLC yet or looked at any videos of it, but I might get that and then stream 100%ing the DLC or something. Maybe over Christmas, sometime over Christmas break, sometime late December maybe. This could go really bad in a race. I have like no pace right now. The data logger, so I have a penalty, so I can't actually stop real quick. So the data logger, I don't know if I'll have time actually, but before this race, but essentially, how it goes is, I'm gonna have like 10 seconds, but if I go here, I go replay, save best lap, which I think I just, no, okay. So look, essentially, I don't have time, but what you do, you have 3 modes. Ooh, yikes. Mavericks in here? Yikes. Oh god, this is gonna be a rough one. This is gonna be a really bad race, isn't it? Like, this isn't even close to my skill level. 54.6. That has to be top 100. At least top 200. 54? 54, man. But, Wesley, essentially, you save your best lap, or whatever lap you want. You put it into the data logger, and then you can check out your replay. You can see what you're doing. You have both a track. You can check speed, RPM, which is like the main thing, and then you can also download a replay from the top 100. Put that, and then you can either compare those 2 data sets, or you can just upload a replay from the top 100 into there and analyze a replay more in depth of a top 100 player, which is in my opinion super helpful. But yeah, mainly you can compare you and a top 100 player, which is pretty good. I can show it after this race if you want. If you want to like see it rather than hear a bad explanation of it. Starting 6th, if I can get a top 5 here, I'll be happy. I think that's a 296 in 4th. Yeah, sounds like a good plan, honestly. Alright, got car behind me with a full second of a penalty. That's rough. Yeah, I'm the same way. If it's what it says it is, it seems like it's a good deal, but... Maverick spun. Oh, and another guy spun. I think they took each other out. Would you look at that? Red Bull, or sorry, I think that was Verstappen.com. Verstappen Racing livery on a Ferrari. Took a guy out or got taken out. Some contacts there between the Brazilian and American. I have 2 seconds to spare to the car behind me, so if I have to fight a little bit in this next lap, it is what it is. It's the last lap anyway. But I can get them to fight and maybe take each other out if I'm lucky. Best case scenario. And yeah, now I just have to keep it clean and I get second place. Andy blames on the Porsche. That's insane. That's insane right there. Oh, I nearly murdered myself. Final lap, final turn. Wow, that's a race right there. A second place in this lobby is insane. Thank you, Wesley. I didn't get a clean race. That's it's a little mean. I'm gonna save that replay. Alright, well that's a great race to start off. I'm tempted to just leave it there, honestly. Maybe go drive like Yas Marina or Abu Dhabi and just end it after getting a few laps and trying out the new tracks. Yeah, 867 DR points from that race. That is incredible. Yeah, it's a power pack. What exactly is, what do I need to get to A+? Super Formula race. I might do that. Is it 50,000 DR points to get to A+? If so, I am just about halfway there, 39.5k. Let's hop into a Super Formula. Let's go into the Japanese Haas vehicle. Is pit stop required? I don't know. Don't really see too much. Let's get into this. Hold up. Let me check AI difficulty. I might have AI difficulty on easy, because I wanted to run through some career mode. No, I have it on hard. Okay. Well then, let's see how this goes. First time ever driving this track. I changed the gearing at some point. Fifth gear is like 2 seconds long. Alright, that was a penalty. Okay, interesting. Not close enough to go for that move. Hanging around the outside was a horrible idea. It didn't work. Uh-oh. I'm gonna blame it on the other car. It was not my fault. Alright, let's see if I can actually do this, though. Okay. Cut the chicane. It's okay. Let me switch to a car that doesn't have switched gearing, because I tuned this specifically for Suzuka. So 4th gear's long, 5th gear's short, because Mishita Suzuka's taken that high RPM 4th, so tuned it so I have a little more wiggle room. I'll go into the softs. Why not? Uh-oh. Small shortcut. I don't know how big of a penalty I'll get for that. That's a half second. Yeah, GT7 messed up on that. I lost a half second for cutting the entire chicane. Uh-oh. I'll cut the chicane again. This is high-level gameplay right here. You don't see this out of any other streamer but me. Okay, that French guy just blasted through there. Didn't know the AI would do that. You also don't see that out of any other streamer. Oh, wait, hold up. I never got a penalty for cutting the chicane. Can I do that infinite? Like, can I do that infinitely and not get a penalty? Hold up, now I have to test this. One, let me do this without spinning out. But now I have some testing to do. Because I think I can cut the chicane without getting penalized. Uh-oh. Just murdered myself. No, Judah, no. I'm just testing track limits, that's all. No cheating. I don't do cheating around here. Only fair gameplay. But, Judah, welcome in. I hope you're well. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm doing pretty well. How are you, Judah? No, I'm just I was gonna only do daily B, but then I realized, well, I got a really good result, and then I figured I should probably not test my luck and just have fun with the update for a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do. I did not buy the pack yet, Judah. I'll probably do that during like Christmas time. I'll probably buy the pack and then like complete it, but Bob? Alright, never mind. I don't know the track well enough. I don't know where the chicanes are. I'm doing really bad at this. Yeah. I'll use that later. Hold up. I need to lower my force feedback. My hands are getting ripped off on the straights. Okay, so after on that long straight, and then this chicane. I did just realize I'm not really playing a long game. I might as well use up my DRS now. Alright, how big of a penalty do we get for this? We're gonna find out. Oh no, now I actually have a penalty. 1.5, okay. That's a much more reasonable penalty than what I got before. Block the AI, there we go. Look at that bump draft. Teamwork makes the dream work. Anyways, back up into 15, 2.5, okay. Now, I haven't cut too many chicanes, but I feel like that might be the biggest penalty in Gran Turismo that you can get for track limits. Like, excluding punting someone, 2.5 is a big track limit penalty. Now I'm confused though, why did I not get a penalty the other times I took it? Because the other 2 times I got no penalty in half a second. Nope, doesn't let me force them off. Defensive overtake use? No. Alright, test concluded. The penalty system does work. I'll go test out Abu Dhabi now. That's a fun track. I've never raced it before. GTR Cup. Alright. Hold up, they changed the name of it. Now it's Europe-Middle. That's a long name.
It looks fun.
Definitely is. Alright, so I can actually race a Group 3 here, I think. How much PP is a Group 3? Alright, cool. Well, actually, I could also race a CLK-LM. That is in my range of options. Why don't I race the Ferrari here? Where's the Ferrari? Where's the... What livery do I have on it? There it is. Let's go test out Ferrari at Abu Dhabi. Is this Abu Dhabi? I might not be. I might be thinking of a completely different track. Alright. Okay. I'll continue calling it that then. Let's go see what I can do here. Now that is a racing line. Put that one in the rule books. As long as this one, hold up, dang, I got reset. Alright, back to normal racing. That first one, I don't know. Didn't get a penalty for it. Seems legitimate. Uh-oh.
On the floor laughing.
Okay, it's very slippery in the runoff area. But I mean, look at that exit advantage. Look how much time I gained on the Aston. Go for the move here. Okay, I braked way too early. Slipstream seems so buffed. Like, I'm flying past them. Alright, that is a chicane that I did not know was there. There we go. Aston gives me a little bit of a bump draft. Probably not willingly, but he did give me one. Alright, watch this overtake on the Corvette. I didn't get to utilize my method because I went on the inside, but... Okay. Ooh. You guys see that? That is a move. Ooh. Not a move. Change my mind. Not a good idea there. I think I'm gonna end it there, honestly. Do have to get stuff done. But overall, I'd say this new update is pretty cool. Wesley, are you still here? I can show you the data logger. I never did do that. Yeah, just below halfway through A. I think A is 50k. But, Wesley, if you go... So, if I go into qualifying, I should have a lap saved already. But, you can go into here. I can take this lap. And, you can watch it in three different modes. This is like pure data. I'm not that much of a data guy. I'm a visual, so I'm gonna, I use this one. And I use what do I have like a, here we go. I use this driving line here. And yeah. This is pretty cool. So you can analyze your laps. You can see your line. Yeah, the line you're taking, where you accelerate, where you brake, where you coast, and, yeah, that's cool. And then the other thing, you can take, I can grab, say, the British guy in the fastest in the world. I can take his lap, I can get it in here, and I can look at all of his data as well. So, now I'm watching the fastest guy in the world. I can see his line. I can see where he accelerates, brakes, coasts, all that. And then I can also go here, see his throttle inputs, his braking inputs, which is, in my mind, that's pretty cool. Then if I upload another lap, so I can upload mine, and now, so you'll see both the blue and yellow line. You can compare between you two on just the raw racing line, braking, coasting, throttle. You can see that, in the just like a raw form. And then you can also go to, in my mind, I don't really know what the third view is for. I don't know who's using the third view. But for me, view 2 can be pretty helpful, so I can compare side by side now our actual inputs rather than just a estimate, say, on the visual side, so I can.
Cars level though.
Now, I will say, Judah, I don't really know why they do that, but I think it's mainly to compare your racing line. Like if you want like a side-by-side comparison. Or, like, I think that's mainly what it is, because you can see a little better. I really don't know, though.
Triangle.
Oh, hold on. Triangle. What is that? I can hide my... Ooh, wait, does that make it so it's no longer even? Okay. That's cool. Let me get back to the start. Look at that. Now I'm coming into view. Should look at that. Okay, now that's actually kind of cool. I do like that. That's a cool feature. But yeah, I mean, now you can actually see it, what's happening. I'm getting gapped on the straight. That's pretty bad. But
R1 now.
R1. What is it? Ooh, you can... Now that's cool. I was not really paying attention last time I used it. I actually really like how that works then. I mean, yeah. That's actually really cool to see. Now, hold on, wait. We have the same...
I think.
I need to pause. I'm yellow. I coast a lot before my breaking point. But we have the same breaking point, which is surprising to me. The difference is he breaks... Wait. Yeah, he's blue. So he's braking for longer and then coasting as well. I'm assuming that is just more efficient in general. You lose less tire. Ooh, I wonder if that's helping tire wear. It doesn't matter. It's a 4-lap race, but I'm assuming that reduces your understeer going through that turn. You have less tire wear, less abuse on that left side. But now I can also see it in this view. Now that I know you can actually do that, it's really cool. Okay, that's really... I actually did want to see this, so... The way I'm taking it now is pretty much matching his, other than the fact he's faster. But I mean, I have the same line with braking points. Yeah, I don't know, that's actually really cool. I like that. I know, Judah, you can probably play around on it in your stream. You can probably find even more cool stuff that I missed, but... Yeah. Like I said...
Squiggles, that's breaking.
Yeah, Judah, so... I'm guessing, because... I clicked more info. It didn't tell me that. That's why I clicked it, but... I don't know why it doesn't explain, but... From what I know... The solid line is accelerating, dotted line is coasting, and then squiggling is braking. I think. That's what I'd assume. Because I don't know what else it would be. I don't know what it shows if you're on the throttle and brake at the same time. But...
Makes sense.
Yeah. You put a new time and see. Look at that, Judo. I'm gonna call you first on my leaderboard because, like, Seba's really fast. I don't like counting his times. So you top 1,000? No, you're just outside of it. What was that? Top 1,200? Top 1,100? Yeah, Judy, you're what, like 1,000 and something? That's pretty good. It's actually better than me and Daily B. See, like, this is suspicious to me. A random GTR with no replay.
Beaming face with smiling eyes, thank you.
This is surprise. A lot of these people have no replays.
Exactly.
Hold up, wait. Why does, like, nobody have replays here? It's, like, only the top 20. Yeah, pretty much only the top 17 and up have replays. That is weird. That's so weird.
Bunch of cheaters, lol.
Did you ever find the cheat on that track? I mean, to be fair, it can't be that good of a cheat. If these people are going faster than them while doing it legit, treat.
Doing something, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty lame cheat. Maybe they'll. I don't think you can wall ride on that track. I don't think there's a way to do it. But what's the leaderboard for A? Wow, Seb is not the top. Wow, Wesley's not even top 2,000. Wesley, I expect some improvement sometime soon. That's not gonna cut it. I want to see at least like top 1,000. All you do is drive in a circle. It's not that difficult. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I assume I won't be here Friday or Saturday. Sunday, maybe. Who knows? If I'm here Sunday, will probably just be Daily B. I probably won't do anything with the update for a little bit. But yeah, should be here. Hopefully, I keep forgetting it's Thursday. I want to say it's Wednesday. Yeah, I guess Friday is tomorrow. I was gonna say maybe Thursday night, but that's today. So, yeah, everyone who stopped by, Judo, Wesley, RS, J Lums, you guys, appreciate you guys coming through, stopping by, saying hi, dropping a like, all that good stuff. So, yeah, that'll do it for me today. But Sunday, hopefully, I'll be back. See you guys there. But until then, take care, have a good one, and stay safe.
Take care, buddy.